Hello and welcome to Running Hot. This is round 7, the final round of Swiss from our recent Australian Northern Nationals Championship. I'm joined by Chris today. How you going, Chris?
Not too bad.
Who
I
we got
see
playing?
my token pile has gotten slightly better than the previous time I was on this channel.
You just lost half of them?
Might be. No, they're now. I've split the pile into two halves, as you can see. There's
I
now a
see.
pile on the top and bottom.
Yeah, nice. Organized chaos, love it.
Yeah,
So who's
quite a
playing
perk.
today?
So I'm on the left, and I'm playing against Jaden on the right. I'm playing Kit. I've got the old FFG Kit ID, and Jaden. It's hard to tell, but he is playing Ob Super Heavy Logistics.
An ID that you are very familiar with.
Yes, although this is kind of the beauty, I think, of why this ID is so great is that you can see Ob super heavy and you have no idea what your opponent is actually doing. So we shake
Yeah,
hands. So for context, this is the final round. Both of us are guaranteed if we ID to get into the top cut. So we decided to ID.
we're just
However,
playing a friendly.
we're playing a friendly, and why
Yeah,
not?
for
So
content.
yeah, for the content, for the
Yeah,
memes.
yeah.
So Jaden's first turn is credit, install. So we have dieseled and gone Shaw Gamble. Um, so
What
this
are we
one's a
thinking?
so
Rashida in the remote?
uh I'm thinking Rashida, I will say. Like just trying to work back of how this game worked. Um so we take the free hit on HQ, I think, because why not? And
See
obviously
something
don't
you
see
can't
what it is
interact with?
because camera. Yeah. So we just get money. And if I remember this game, okay, he
Oh,
gets
here
a
we go.
yeah, so that's
Eminent
a eminent
domain.
domain, which is a gender 3/1, and when you score it, you can search and basically for a card and install and res it, ignoring all costs. So of course he gets Archer out,
Of course.
the Big Daddy Ice Archer, as is.
Yep, we got a full art from NSG.
Yep. Oh, shove it
So
into his ID.
that server is going to be
So
very hard to get into now, I think.
this is the strange thing. It's not, but it is.
Yeah.
Basically, until I get my cheating tools online, it will be practically impossible. So first click was Diesel, second click was DJ Steve Fenris, and third click was Burner because I saw the burner in hand. I'm like, oh, I know what. Sometimes the game runs itself.
Yep. We get a
Okay,
glimpse of it there as your hand crosses over the card.
yeah.
That's the glare out.
So
So what are we going to
we
see?
give him the choice of one of two diesels to pick up. So of course he picks the one on the left.
It's really good
Tragic.
at the beginning of the game to have duplicates already.
Yeah. Oh no. Like if I'm remembering this game quite well, okay, so we bottom one piece of ice and we leave him, I believe that was Winchester. So I
Yeah.
actually bottom a Mavirus as well. And my logic there was that Mavirus is many things like, you know, Hollow Man,
Mm,
uh, economy,
good work.
drudge work. I don't know if he's on drudge work. Well, so installs a card that is almost entirely going to very likely be a Winchester.
Yes.
Uh, if it isn't, then so be it. But yeah, we run it. He's going to
Well, it doesn't do
contemplate.
anything to you, right? All it does is
No,
end
it
a run
does not.
at this point.
So we give him one of the two economy events now, and he gives me the Shore Gamble.
Yeah, makes sense. I suppose once you see that it's an eminent domain deck, you can be fairly comfortable that it's not a grudge work sort of a thing where it's trying to stall out.
Yeah,
I think you want to be aggressive, right, and move.
agreed. Also, so my personal experience with this, I was kind of worried about this matchup, is that I need to very quickly get. What did I put down there? God damn it!
Uh,
What is that?
that's
Oh,
creative
it's
commission.
great.
Yeah.
It's great.
You're playing your cards exactly in the glare spot.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ, Chris, what are you doing? Okay, so we are drawing for cards. I think, yeah,
There it
it's
is
not just that
again.
we need to. Okay, again. All
We're
right,
putting
I'm pretty sure
credits
that's
on
a
it.
hard. Yeah, there's a hard cast Lobseum. So there we go.
Oh yeah,
So we Lobseum into Trick Shot. All right.
yeah.
So now
Clean.
we're in kind of a good spot.
We
We
trashing. What's that? Oh,
looks like
Tucana.
Tucana. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Oh, that's right. I just have flashbacks to this. I really am enamored with Jaden's deck here.
yeah.
I'm just imagining you score the eminent domain on top of a Tucana, you find
Oh
two
god.
pieces of ice, And
Yeah,
because
one of
you,
them's a
yeah,
border control. It's like Archer into border control. Like, oh my goodness.
it's disgusting.
So I just grabbed a code gate breaker, which you can, of course, extremely clearly see is Libsium. I don't know
Yep.
why anyone would have problems seeing the freaking glare.
We
Okay,
can guess based on the advancement or the power
the
counters
power
on.
counters, yeah. So Kit's ability, for those who aren't aware, is that the first piece of ice you encounter gains code gate for the rest of the turn. So I basically was able to get Lobsium the hard way, i.e., by freaking having to play it from hand. But
Yeah.
we have enough money now, and we're getting more money.
And it got you into that server, and you were able to steal the second eminent domain.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good because I don't know if Jaden was going for this, but double archer server, I think that makes it a lot
Yeah,
tougher for you, right?
it does. Yeah. So basically, so as this is probably pretty obvious, even though I haven't played it yet. I'm on Spark of Inspiration, which means I have Lubsium, Orca, and a third unrevealed at this point Code Gate Breaker, which you'll probably might see in this game.
Could take a guess
And
at it.
you can take a guess at it.
Yeah. Well, I've seen your deck list, so I know what it
Okay,
is.
well, fair enough. All right. Again, I think that's Burner. I'm gonna take a guess
Well,
that
we're
that's
looking at an HQ res, and it is the Winchester.
Yep. So that will cost me 4 credits to break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, to be honest, with Lobosomum. Like, that's a very
Yes.
efficient breaker. So 4 credits is a great trade.
It's an interesting one to me because I find so this deck of by nature of being Spark, you don't get to run a lot of recurring economy, and I was not.
Mm.
So I give him what Sure Gamble and Diesel.
Yeah.
I guess I'm happy. Like money, he gives
Well, if you get
me
the draw, you
Diesel.
find more economy, right?
Correct. Yeah.
It's
Look,
it's the Wildcat strike, right? It's choose
kind
money or draw.
of. Oh my god, it is Wildcat Strike. I didn't realize. All right, so
Yeah.
I've picked up. It looks like an SDS, another Winchester, and a
That's
third
seamless
car.
launch. Is that a
I think
alt
it is.
art seamless launch or? Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the seamless launch is definitely going on the bottom,
yeah.
and we're thinking about the next one.
You
So there's
can
a couple.
steal the SDS. It's just going to cost you, right?
Yeah, it's going to cost me the lob.
And you can't get back in this turn though. Is the problem?
Correct. Yeah. So I think we leave it to him, and then we maybe pick it up at a later date.
Yeah, it's still in HQ.
So as I was going to say, like this deck effectively is basically 5 to 7 cards, if you think about it, worth of breakers. Actually, sorry, 8 cards. It's 3 sparks, the Lobsium, the Orca, the Redacted, and he revealed a stub card.
Was that an accident?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Oh,
I don't know if I saw it, but we saw it as the viewers. We see it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you got 2 burners in the bin, so you just got to run HQ one more time and you get it back.
and get burner. Yep.
Steve at the beginning is really really
Yeah.
good.
I mean, look, as starts go, this is probably, and this is one of the dangers with Kit, is that this is probably one of the best possible starts, I think. So I overclock, I'm gonna say that's an
And it's dirty
overclock.
laundry actually.
Oh, it's dirty laundry. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
the HQ.
Yeah. Because again, like it's effectively credit neutral.
Yeah.
So
You get 3 back, but you pay 1 with Mystic Mamie, so it is
exactly.
credit neutral.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like as like yeah, we give
Yeah,
him which
here you
one of
go.
these 2 burners would you
Burner or
like to
burner.
get owned by in the future?
But
And
first, let's
then
see if we can get that SDS. What we're reading.
ooh, what are we reading?
We're taking
Yeah,
it.
we're taking it. So
I'm guessing that means you have a Spark of Inspiration in your hand.
no, I think it's because I got compile, so I can immediately
yeah.
grab back. Yeah, we get
So
the 5
compile let
credits up.
you install from archive? Oh no, from the
Yes,
heap.
it does.
Yeah.
It's from R&D. It's from your deck. Sorry, not R&D.
Right.
Your stack or your heap,
Yeah.
and that's why. So for what it's worth, compile's a 2-cost run event where you make a run on any server. The first time you what are we
Counter a
doing
piece of
there?
ice.
Yep, I think we just played a bunch of money cards. Yep.
Yeah, and then Jaden's
Sure.
triggered a Rashida.
Yeah.
That's that's one of the first alt arts that NSG ever did. Actually, that one. There.
Yeah. It's a good quote as well, which is funny. I always appreciated that. So, why am I putting that many credits on?
Saw a bunch of agendas.
Oh, that's right. I'm trying to work at this point. I'm like, hang on a minute. I've got like 20 credits. How did this happen? I'm trying to work. We take a moment here to work out like, did I just cheat? But looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
this now, I didn't, which is probably indicative of this kind of like. This is probably the best start I think I could ever possibly have. I don't
Well,
know.
you played Short Gamble into Creative Commission, right? And you got a Telluride contract sitting there, so
Yeah.
it's
Like
just
we gotta like we're not even using it. The telework still got 6 credits. Yeah, I'm waving to like say, hey, the guys didn't cheat, and we're like trying to work
all
out the
legit.
credit total.
Yeah.
Anyway, so compile. It's 2 cost run event. The first piece of ice you encounter, you can install a program from stack or heap, ignoring all costs.
Yeah.
At the end of the run, if the card is still installed, you basically have to you shuffle it. Well, you don't shuffle it. You actually
Bottom
just
it,
put it.
right?
You bottom it on the deck.
Yeah.
All right. So we're playing Spark. I'm guessing we're going to get. Well, there's a compile. It's the one that looks like a trebuchet.
Yeah. What are we looking for?
We're looking for a card. I'm thinking we were actually looking for the Orca, but I don't think we're going to get it. Yeah,
We get
we get
Investigator.
Investigator. So this
Fun
is
include.
this is a bit of my include. I find that. So I've seen Lobseum Orca decks which have like duplicates of Lobseum. I find that that kind of poisons your further castings of Spark of Inspiration.
Yeah.
Whereas Inversificator, first of all, it fills out your memory quite nicely because this deck will almost always run Anacam as its console, which is only 1 extra MU, as
Mhm.
opposed to say something like Lilypad. Uh, Lobseum and Orca are both 2 memory programs. Inversificator, however, is 1, so that neatly works out. The second is that Inversificator just gives you shenanigans opportunities. So I have a very strong feeling I'm about to run HQ and I'm about to put that Winchester on R&D,
Oh, yeah.
where it belongs. And I have a strong feeling as well that at some point I'm going to take that Archer and put it on like some random server. it kind of I earlier I was talking about vaguely like the breakers are all super efficient, but they are also there's no capacity to get recurring credits for
Yeah.
use of breakers. Which is a bit of a first world problem. Like
Right now,
realistic
it sounds like a first world problem looking at your
right
credits.
now it's so yeah, see there we
Around.
go.
Yeah,
Like
I whenever a Investigator comes down from the opposite side of the table, I always shudder because I just know it's going to ruin my
yeah.
day.
It actually made me what did I just oh, we just got given some cards.
DJ Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Maybe.
I just hand you
Yeah,
prizes?
you
Yes,
for
that's
wall
right.
to wall, which I think we were saying that in the event that you were running wall to wall, which I think he might have.
Yeah. Oh, we see
Wait
him.
a minute. Hang on a minute. How come I think I just hit match point? Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's an F protocol
Oh
and
no no no! Of course, because like sorry, no, that's not because I was like the agenda I'd stolen was actually a eminent domain, which is 1 point.
yeah,
Anyway, yeah. So first world problems again. um,
we're on 6 points.
yeah. You do run out of gas eventually. So realistically, despite the green color, this is a crim deck. And the reason I personally picked it, I picked it for a couple of reasons. To run kit over like I've been running Ken Temmer and other random like
Yeah, you love Ken.
I do love Ken, and I was thinking very hard about whether I should play Ken Temmer, and my conclusion was basically because Burner and Trickshot, let's be real, they are incredible cards.
It's very good
Like
cards.
right, yeah, I know. Big surprise, everyone. This is like the kind of content you tune in for.
If you're at Game 7, you should know by now, I think, that they're good
Yes.
cards.
So obviously, Burner and Trickshot are worth playing, but the big one to me, oh my god, yeah, that's right. I remember this now. We literally just slapped down 12 credits, and I think this is why I was trying to work out whether I was cheating on my money or not,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
wasn't. And we slapped down an Orca, which cost
And the
$10, and then and then a cataloger.
Hey, you can afford it, right? Just
Which oh
just
yeah, I
go and
can
win the
afford
game.
it.
You could win the game right here. Right?
I'm thinking we might. So this game, yeah, like basically, yeah, it's kind of a crim deck. Because I think the big one is Burner, Cataloger, Trickshot, specifically Burner and Cataloger, allow you to run into rather trap heavy decks.
You can just control everything that they call has, right? Just putting in a
Correct. Yeah.
draw, what's in your hand, and then that really
Yep.
limits what they can do on the field.
Which in a Swiss is so good. So I found that a lot of times your more trap heavy decks, you very much are like, oh, he's scoring, and
Oh yeah,
uh,
this is what I remember. This is sick.
I did like this. I'm like, this is the moment I'm just like, I mean, I'm doing all right, but I'm like, fuck me. I really wish I had Hermes right
Yeah, Hermes absolutely shuts it down. So we should explain what the card is, right? That is a Relic
now.
Salvator, an upgrade from the NBN faction that says whenever you score a card in the server, you can install another card and then place an advancement token on it. And
Yep.
we've scored an Eminent Domain, which lets us search for another Archer, which is going on R&D. Then we install a card from HQ, put an advancement token on it. That's a lot
Hmm.
of stuff happening in one turn, right?
Yeah. I found like Salvador allows you to just chain out some pretty, like, it basically is an imminent like win condition if you don't
Yeah.
deal with it very quickly.
You can
So
do a lot of cool stuff with that card.
okay, at this point we play a sure gamble for $7, and I don't know if I've got the console out. I don't think I do. All right. Well, unfortunately, it's not $7 at card draw, but we do play
Another
sure
burner.
gamble. I'm pretty sure that's another the burner I grabbed earlier
Yeah.
from Steve.
Hmm.
So this is the thing: is like you would know this playing random Netrunner events in like always in the Swiss, you got to watch out for like that's where all of the sickos and the like degenerates and the creeps running like ob kill decks like myself or Fuel. Like that's where Fuel lives and breathes, and then the
Bribes.
PE is like there as well, and it's like some kind of you have no idea what's going on because of the high IQ shaper events. Like realistically, those cards are crazy. Like Cataloger is a reusable indexing, if you
Yeah.
remember that old card. Burner is like one of the best HQ events I think has ever been printed, and it's in shaper because they allow you to run and very consequence free
Mm.
do damage. Like Burner will always do damage, even if they have spin doctors on table or literally anything.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Just setting the
Because
core back.
yeah. And it forces them to use those events. Like the only time it will ever, I think, not do damage is when there we go, we'll grab a dirty laundry.
When there's nothing in HQ.
Exactly. It's like, oh no. Again, very first world. Like, if you think about it, if I legworked all three of those cards, which is two ice and a thing I'm not sure, I think it was like a seamless launch. Like that legwork is a complete whiff.
Yeah.
If I had Imp, I would probably imp the wrong card because I don't know what it's coming up. So I'd probably imp the ice and then run in the seamless. I'm like, God damn it! I wish I'd imped this instead.
Yeah.
Burner,
No,
you
no,
see, all yeah.
you just get rid of it all.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we are dirty laundering. I think into R&D.
Looks like it. So now that you got Orca, you're not as scared of the
Archer. This is
crisps.
one of the things with like this particular deck is like it does cost me 8 credits to get in, but 4 credits for an archer is not bad in any capacity. Like there's no world where that's going to be a bad deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just win the game.
We get it.
Yeah. For what it's worth, we just use a power counter on Cataloger and we win the game.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that closes it out.
And that's the
Jaden
kicker.
got an
Yeah.
ASF in the remote, so was going for another score. But yeah, just couldn't keep you out.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
so like, yeah. What was the remote? It was like I think like at a certain point I've found with like a lot of shaper decks, not necessarily kit, but the ones running the events, you do just pivot to centrals because your capacity to contest remotes is always kind of fine, and you can splash things like pinhole threading to get better at it. But
Yeah.
all of your power really comes from hitting them in the face with burners and like trick shots and things like you trick shotting is one of the best ways to contest a remote.
Yeah.
It's such a pain in the ass card. But
Shaper
yeah,
has gained a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, this is a good game. That's the end of Swiss. So thank you, Chris, for joining me, and thank you everyone for watching. We'll catch you for
My
the
pleasure.
finals after this.